Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today I'm going to be playing some more of the Thaumaturge demo, currently available during Steam Next Fest. We have come to the graveyard in search of Rasputin. I imagine it's through here, so let's go in and have a little look round. Watch this guy. Oh, it is Rasputin, isn't it?
You're alive. Does that mean I helped, Thaumaturge?
Yeah, thank him. He did help.
I don't have enough words, sir, to thank you for what you've done for me. I haven't felt this way in years.
I'm glad I could help.
Talk to him about what's different.
I see him. My Uber. He's back. I can feel our bond growing stronger as each moment passes.
I'm happy for you, but do restrain your joy. We're in the cemetery.
When I heard you were at the cemetery, I was sure I'd see you resurrecting the dead.
Not yet. Today I'm just praying for rest for Vasily's soul. The whole village is suffering after his loss. He was the elder here.
He cursed this place. Since he died, darkness and misfortune have hung over the village.
You see? To them, every harm comes down to witchcraft. They believe that after Vasily's passing, the village was possessed by some monster that howls at night or some other Yafits.
Locals say that since the death of the village elder, a doom has hung over the village. Minor quarrels immediately turn into bloody fights, well, we've seen that, and people are tense and withdrawn. Things are not looking good. Let's do number 2.
What sorts of things changed in the village after the elder died?
It's all dreadful, sir. Everything's gone topsy-turvy. When folks get to arguing now, they're so hot-headed, before you know it, they're at one another's throats. Ladies have no patience for kids, nor lads for ladies, nor neighbors for neighbors. Any word might seem offensive and like an insult waiting to happen. Then you've got to fight.
Tragedies such as Vasily's death leave their mark on everyone. It takes time to come to terms with something like this. That doesn't mean this place is possessed by dark forces.
We can ask about the death.
How did this elder die?
There was a fire, sir. Flames shooting sky high, and him burning, swearing, speaking curses. And the curse stuck. Those ruins seem a profaned place now. A wicked spirit has taken over the blighted land.
Don't encourage her. Once she gets going, it can't be stopped.
This could also be the work of a Salutor.
What do you mean?
Vasily's death was not peaceful. The elder died in the flames that consumed his house. The ruins are thought to be cursed, and locals speak of them with horror.
As you were healing me, I had a dream, a vision. But on the borderline of sleep and wakefulness, I thought I saw a Salutor. That's what might be influencing the villagers in wailing at night.
They're good people, but none too bright, Victor. I'm afraid they might be talking about a train.
The wise woman was saying the evil spirit is a Bukavach.
Does the creature hunting you rattle chains, slither around, and have a mouth full of giant fangs?
A Bukavach.
Where did this elder live?
I'll show you. Let's allow Vasily's soul to rest for today. Amen.
A woman in the cemetery claims the village is haunted by a lich. His name is Bukavach. A peaceful and happy village? Not quite. The villagers are riled up and on the point of breaking, laying the blame for their troubles on the actions of Bukavach. They are trying to defend themselves against this dark force with folk methods. Okay, well let's have a quick look around the cemetery, because there might be other things to find here. You never know. It doesn't seem like it though, does it? So, okay, let's head out. Okay, so we're in the cemetery. There's the village. We want to go to the burned homestead. Yeah, a little bit of texture pop in just early on there. Let's look around first, then we'll speak to Rasputin.
It's the smell of mystery.
So again, our word is too low. This is why I want to level up so I can do some of these checks. Fear has embedded itself deep in the fabric of the doorframe. Fear of the flames, and trepidation about losing a loved one. Dried bloodstain had to soak deep into the burned boards of the house. The blood sounds like suffering, flowed quickly. The wound inflicted with the scissors wasn't large, but it was accurate. Life left the body, the heart went into a spasm, and the mind recognized the end. It lasted for some time, and then the flames came, and the pain resounded anew. Okay. Actually, we can look through all our stuff that we've done, but that's fine. I think we're keeping track of it well enough. We can look around the grounds a little bit, perhaps. Let's put it on the right objective. Oh, there's something here. A charred ragdoll. Old. This is Vesna's. She's the lady in the house who won't come out. The doll is caked with a hard crust of fear. Its layers are like the varnish on an age-old painting. A child's fear, a girl's terror, a young woman's dread. They form a cocoon smelling of turpentine that constricts the throat and forces tears from the eyes. It's probably quite an important discovery. So is she the daughter of the village elder then, the one who burned? Oh, there's something down here.
No luck. Oh well.
Deed too low. Okay, belt buckle. Maybe I shouldn't have put all my stuff into heart. What's this thing? Oh, we could talk to up here.
This house was always full of fear, and its owner was still alive when the house caught fire. Someone wanted to kill him. The fire only covered up the crime. The murder gave birth to the flaw that you attached to, didn't it? I'll find you when I track down the murderer. I know who owns this doll. Maybe I should give them back to her. She ought to know more about what happened here.
The same trace can be felt on the ragdoll and the item dropped by the woman. Vesna smells of fear. Her nerves are badly strained. Her heart is trembling and her fingers are stiff from anxiety. Her mind wanders, lost in the wilderness of fear. I may be able to find her home and discover what's behind her jittery condition. Well, I know where she lives.
Victor! I hope you've got what you want now, Thaumaturge. Because I think it's time to get out of here.
Are these the same ones?
Father, we are the Tsar's men. How about the donation for the Tsar's army?
There are no Russian outposts here.
I think this is the guy with the nice boots.
Oh, it is the one from
You're
before.
the guy who trashed our comrades?
Do I want pride? Yeah, and you can do it again. Let's go for it.
I can do exactly the same to all of you.
He's not as weak as he looks. He actually looks better than he did the other day.
But not counting the priest. He's still alone.
Not anymore, I'm not.
Okay, so what's improved? Have I got points to spend? I have got points to spend as well. So which word is the one that we've been failing loads of checks for? So I'm going to develop word. And I think at deed as well we failed a couple. So let's let's just extend those a little bit. So we'll start the fight. Rasputin cheering on from the sidelines. It's not something I think I've ever said in my life before. So this guy, he's only got the one focus point, so can we do the same thing on him? If we reduce his focus again with Upir. And now we can follow up with a strong attack, can't we? Okay, I mean, we'll probably have to do the same again, because otherwise, you know, we're going to get absolutely wrecked, aren't we? I think as we get different Salutors and stuff, we get lots of different stuff we can do in combat. I do feel like this makes sense here, though. We can, I mean, we could do different things. I just don't see the point of not just wrecking him, you know? We may as well. It's a one-hit kill, so... Okay, so if I did this, we don't have to do the diversion. We could come in with the bloody penance thing. Still us. I think we've set up that attack for later. Okay, so why don't we try... A planned attack will still go before him, so let's do that. So now Upper goes, does 11 damage. It's got 16 left. I could maybe do a... Well, that's slow. They're both slow. Put my attack in there. I mean, obviously we could have done it more efficiently. I was just seeing, if, you know, for variety's sake, the sort of stuff that we could do. Punch, I suppose. Only got 5 left.
You're right, sir.
Me? Yes, but can these Salutors also help you in a fight? Can you manipulate people and cast these demons into their minds?
Generally speaking, yes. Are you sure you're right, sir?
Call me Grigori.
Let's head back. I have to visit someone in the village who can tell me more about what happened here.
And I hope we can still explore this area. We can. So let's go back to the 2 things I couldn't look at before. Buckle cuts through leather like a razor. It's no longer a boring piece of clothing, but a tormentor's tool that descends on exposed flesh like a vulture. It pecks at it, leaving carmine wounds. Once, twice, thrice. It cuts deep all the way to the soul. So this is... I think Vesna may have killed an abusive parent. That's what I think's happened. It's going. I click on this thing. So you saw this one already. This one. Thick lines of the wood grain are visible on the frame. They arrange themselves into words carved sharply, as if by a chisel. They scream about an attempt to break down the door, about the hinges finally letting go. They scream into a space that doesn't respond. Interesting. Okay, but I think we can go back now. And we want to go back to the village. Avoid consuming yellow snow. I mean, that's just good advice. Perception available. Wooden box. Damage axe shaft. So I might be able to make out some more stuff now. What's that? What is up here around this guy? Is he just... I don't know. Because we manipulated him, maybe? I don't know. So... I'm going to go back to where the wise woman's place was, because there was also... With her, we didn't quite get everything, did we?
What do we have here?
Oh, there's something above the fire.
Let's take a look around.
Saint's icon. The wise woman's hands hover around the saint's head. They arrange themselves into gestures, subtle, pure as snowflakes. Words of the spell sparkle like stars and sincerely beseech heaven for protection. For a girl who suffers evil on earth, who suffers too much of it. I feel like that's one thing in here that we've discovered. It might be enough to give us a decent conversation option with her. Assuming we can't go back here. Alright, let's see what conversation option I got this time.
You've been going in so many circles, your head will spin.
Okay, interesting. Ask about how Vasily's death has affected the village.
And that tragedy at the Elder's farm. Did it affect people badly?
Some less, others more. He was like an icon to some folk here.
But I found out he could be heavy-handed.
He was a drinker and a beater. So, some folk here don't miss him one bit. Have you got many more nosy questions?
The wise woman revealed that Vesna sought help from her regarding her father's behavior. She was fed up with the violence he was inflicting. Accused her of putting... Okay, we could accuse her of putting a curse on.
You cursed him, didn't you? Vesna's father. You put some hex on him, right?
A spell. I help people, yes. Vesna had a problem with her father, and believes in curses, spells, and hexes. Is that all? Because, like I said, I don't want to waste time and die here gabbing with you.
Vasily had a dark side. A man who was a rock for the entire village became an abuser at home. He tortured Vesna for many years, turning her life into a nightmare. Let's confront her with our suspicions.
Vesna came here for help, didn't she? Vasily drank and beat her, and no one did anything about it. So you put that curse of yours on him.
I even went to talk to him. How did you know that?
I'm going to say I'm a Thaumaturge.
I am a Thaumaturge.
You people's magic. That's something I've got no faith in.
Go on.
For me giving Vasily a piece of my mind, he took it out on Vesna.
And then her husband walked in and killed Vasily, and he's the one my Salutor latched onto.
As for the second thing, could be. But it wasn't Luka that killed Vasily. It was Vesna.
Are you sure?
I was there. And until now, only two people knew what happened there. Vesna and me.
Don't be scared. I'll do my best to help you.
Then I think we have to talk to Vesna.
Okay, cool. So let's go with her then. It was Vesna who murdered her father. She did it in a fit of passion. Her husband had nothing to do with the elder's death. Vesna's father was her tormentor. Fear guided her to the wise woman who sought help for her with the support of earthly and heavenly forces. But that didn't work. Desperate, Vesna reached for the last resort. She murdered her cruel father, handing him over to nothingness. The shaft of the axe bears a distinct trace of Luca. It's identical to the one on the door frame of the burned homestead. I don't know where I've seen that. There is some stuff around her yard that we couldn't look at, so we'll do that before we go and knock on her door. I remember where she is. Is it down here? Yes, there's something here. Wooden box. The box is marked with words of love, sweet as kisses. The names of Vesna and Luca intertwine, cuddling tenderly against the wood, against the delicate carvings, trying to protect them from damp and rain, from all the evil of the world carries with it. And there was one in the yard, wasn't there? Did I get this one? Maybe it was this one. This is the axe shaft. Although it's already become mouldy from disuse, it carries the memory of the spirit of the one who wielded it, a loner by choice, with a disposition as tart as juniper berries. The shaft is overgrown with the thorns of bitter words, but there are others, warm, delicate as rose petals. They betray a love for someone who's not afraid of thorns, a love that is difficult but not accepting of violence. In this house lives a married couple who do not mince... Oh, we've had that before. Okay, so let's spend our point. I think there's still, yeah, this one. Let's take this. Just so at least we've got a point in everything, so it should help our investigations. And let's knock on the door.
Please open up. There's no need to be afraid. Just open the door.
You're gonna wear yourself out banging the door like that. Can't you see nobody there?
I'm looking for Vesna. I have to speak to her.
Am I stopping you? Nobody there. I'm sure she went to see the hubby at work. Go bother them in the clearing instead of pounding on empty house door.
Thank you.
I'm going to go to the forest clearing. I wonder if that's here or like a carriage ride away. Seems to suggest it could be a coach ride away. Does seem like it, doesn't it?
Again?
This time, it's a matter of life and death.
How is your search going?
Almost finished. I know who's attracting the WWI.
Can you reveal that secret?
It's Vesna.
Do you still want to catch that Salutor?
Yes, absolutely.
Despite the risk?
I hope I can persuade you to come with me.
That's an enormous favor you're asking me. I hope you'll be able to return it.
I give my word.
Not much to think about here. If we can help Vesna, then get this nag quick to clearing like Mr. Shulsky asks.
The forest clearing seemed like a secluded place. I don't get enough... It loads too quickly. I don't get the time to read the little messages. But we're going to confront Vesna. Just seeing if there's anything to discover.
Vesna, child. We have to talk.
I'm not here to fight.
You shouldn't have threatened my wife.
I know what you did.
You don't know what you're saying.
On the contrary, she's the one who brought the WWI here. She killed Vasily. When the wise woman's spell didn't have an effect, you decided to finish him off yourself, didn't you? You're the one who killed your father.
And I'd do it again if I could. Get out of here!
Here you are, the Book of Art. Vesna's flaw is mine, and you're mine.
Fighting wild Salutors. We must get rid of the shadows that protect him. Vanquishing shadows will weaken him, but the weaker he is, the more fiercely he'll fight back. The bar tells you when the wild Salutor sends more enemies against you. So cool, the art in the background, isn't it? I've seen other designs for the Salutors as well, and they're all really cool. I don't think I need to. Let's just start the fight here. So, he's got quite a lot of focus. Let's take some of that down. So he's still got some to go. Who's this? Suffering for 5 turns. Receive max damage. Oh, sorry, receive damage at the end of every round. Max 4 times. And Salutor. I mean, they're both slow. This can be a heal for us. Each subsequent action that restores health points will restore less of it. Right, we'll start. We haven't taken damage yet, so we'll start with this. There we go. So we took 4. He's caused you to enter the suffering state. States can have a benign or potentially deadly effect. Read the descriptions carefully and don't get caught off guard. Suffering. Sorry, that message is in the way. Yeah, so we're going to take damage every round, which is a little unfortunate. We can get in a big attack before this, though. Oh, that's his attack. And then maybe we'll do the one that will restore some health to us. Because we're going to take a bit more damage now before that. Six. So he healed us up by 8 points. It's pretty cool. Oh, we took another 8 damage. Oh my goodness. This is stacking. Is that what it's saying? Okay, so we basically need... Okay, so we can get the distraction thing off this guy. Maybe we should do this attack again. Okay, so we can get rid of this guy. That should give us some health. It's only 8. For 9 health. Okay. He's got quite a lot of focus, so we might be better off doing like a slow attack. 11 to 14, so we want to do minimum 9 if possible. I probably should have done this. I think that might reduce all the negative things from us, like all the health we're losing. I should have done that earlier. I didn't read it properly. So we've lost all that now, which is good. I think we need to try and restore health, don't we? Just have to hope we can get through this alive. Crap, he might kill us here. Let's try that again. I should have cottoned on earlier to the skill that would reduce the negative statuses. I didn't read that part properly enough. Let's try this again. So I think reducing focus is a little bit pointless. So I'm going to do a slow attack. We'll do one with him as well. Another round. Okay, so yeah, I get it now. We're going to do a slow attack, and we're going to do the one to remove all the negative states from us. There we go. Doesn't really matter. Anything really. There we go, a little bit of a heal. We've got the thing on us again, so we'll need to remove that. I'm going to reduce focus on him. And we're going to want to remove the if we... Can I press tab or... Yeah, we'll come over here. So what we'll do is we'll remove the negative states via this one. We'll do the strong attack here. How much does that do? 23 to 24. So that's actually a kill. So let's put Upir on here. Let's go for another heal. Okay, so we got the damaging thing on again. So we're going to want to. Oh no, we don't necessarily want that. I'll get a quick attack him. Yeah, we've got a heal. Gonna take some damage now from the Doom thing. Or are we? I think we need to clear the effect. Shouldn't have got 4, so let's just go for a quick attack. There we go. You acquired a flaw, vehemence.
You lose. You're going crazy again, you blind fool.
A little faith, Thaumaturge. Focus on what's true. My voice is true. I am the truth, you see. Look.
Taming a Salutor. You defeated the WWI, the deed dimension Salutor. But you cannot tame him on your own. Rasputin comes to your help. The untamed Salutor won't obey your orders, stops you from developing and weakens your perception. Fortunately, Rasputin soothed his anger. You achieved the unachievable.
Unbelievable.
How do you feel? Are you all right?
Well, I don't think I'm hallucinating, but that means I'm currently facing a crowd of furious lumberjacks with axes, so I'd say I've been better.
What? What? I'm telling the truth. I do it again. None of you understand anything. It's because of this magician. It's his fault.
The magician didn't kill Vasily. He didn't bring the evil here. You're a witch! To the stake with her! To the stake!
Then kill me too. I was there. I saw everything. Vasily, Bach. You're big men now. But when he was beating Vesna for years, no one lifted a finger. Bah! Now you're all so brave against her. Go home, pray better, and leave her alone.
I don't know if you read that, but it said the locals think the train station's haunted, but the station master eventually had to embarrassedly admit that he sings opera arias at night. That's quite funny. Okay, so we got another one of these we can level up. That's something we're able to do in battles? I didn't notice that. Increases the damage from the Salutor's next attack by 50%. Okay. Don't know if that's good. I can't click. Oh, no, hang on. So can I do that one? Maybe not yet. It feels like these are the ones I can currently do. So what one do we want? I feel like that's just like a passive, so that's probably quite a good one to have. Here we go. Here's WWI. What does it say about him? He can howl, casts suffering on an enemy. If the enemy's health points is at or less than half, the skill additionally casts the state on a random enemy. Suffering receives 3 to 4 at the end. Okay, yeah, so it applies what we had in that last fight. So you get this stack of 4 damage things that tick every turn, doing 3 to 4 damage, which as we saw, does add up. Bloody Wedding inflicts damage equal to 8 for each enemy affected by suffering. Be cool. Doom inflicts damage. The lower the enemy's health points, the faster the skill speed. Nice. Yeah, okay, so it's a big attack, but it's a good finisher, because, you know, the lower health they are, you know, there's a chance it'll happen before their next attack. Sirmian Blow inflicts damage, casts state suffering on all enemies. Wow, that seems like a pretty good one. Huh. Nice, okay. So, I guess we go into the station.
Excuse me, sir? Do you happen to know when the train arrives? The postmaster said it's usually no more than an hour late, so it should be here any moment. I got a tougher question for you.
Pardon?
Will this train get me close to Albuquerque?
I'm afraid that's an ocean away, and even to the ocean you've got a ways to go.
Thank you. Ever since I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, I can't get my bearings.
Is he Bugs
Things
Bunny?
I've seen, sir. Places I've been.
I should have taken a left turn at Albuquerque. I think that's a Bugs Bunny Easter egg. That's very strange. Because why? But yeah, all right.
I wanted to send 2 telegrams, one to Warsaw and one to Paris.
Mr. Shulsky,
I was meant to send for you when the driver came to get the mail. My condolences about your father.
Oh.
Do you still want to send something?
Did you come to say goodbye to me?
More like to share my fear. Your condition yesterday, after the fight with that Bukovac, it troubled me. I don't think my treatments are having a long-lasting effect. And you don't look the best. Do you feel all right?
Well, I don't know about the father's death.
I've just heard that my father is dead.
My condolences.
After your treatment, when I was hallucinating, I saw him. I heard his voice for the first time in years. I'm sure it was him. A strange feeling.
Maybe he came to say goodbye. Maybe it was his last chance to speak to you. A prophecy.
I hope not.
What do you intend to do now?
Well, I've got to go back home.
I have to bury my father in Warsaw. What about you?
Thanks to you, I don't think I have anything else to do here. I had a little time to think about what I saw in your mind. Tell me, Victor, have you ever seen a human skull cracked open on the cobblestones?
That's a strange question. Is that a threat?
Your question sounded like a threat.
Because it is, for all of us. I have the skull of Franz Ferdinand himself, with his brain spilling out onto the sidewalk. I also saw the white steps in Odessa running with blood. A battlefield blanketed in lethal fog, with
So you got a
faceless
vision
beings
of
emerging from it.
World War One.
This hasn't happened yet, but I saw it as clearly as I see you now. Thanks to you, I know that I can stop it. I know that I am part of history, and I can change it. Even at the cost of scorn, contempt, or my life. You promised me a favor, so Warsaw sounds perfect.
There we go. That was the Thaumaturge demo. And I really enjoyed that, actually. I thought that was really good. And hopefully you enjoyed watching it. This one, as I said in the end of the first episode, is out in early December. So it's definitely one that I've got wishlisted and I'm going to be keeping a close eye on, looking out for when it's released. But let me know in the comments if it's something you look forward to me playing on the channel, because it's definitely something I would consider doing that for. And even if not, I'll probably be playing it myself anyway. I thought it was very good.
Warszawa! Warsaw! Warsaw! Last stop, Warsaw. Time to wake up.
It's clouding over.
The weather is like my mood.
Aside from the circumstances of the funeral bringing you back, You hadn't thought of ever returning here?
Not under these circumstances.
I definitely didn't expect I'd be coming to my father's funeral so early.
I've noticed you two had certain differences in your views on life.
Yes, especially on my life. But admittedly, that's not a very exciting discovery. Is that all you've learned about me on our journey?
You drool in your sleep. Anything in there about Warsaw?
Summarize the headlines.
Cheap labor influx causes housing shortage. Strikes, Jews, poverty, violence, the Polish Socialist Party stealing military equipment. I wonder if there are any political cartoons.
Warsaw, end of the line. Welcome to Warszawa.
I think the time's come to ask where you plan to stay.
I'll let you know when I come up with something.
Dear Victor, a feeling of déjà vu washed over me upon receiving your last telegram.
There we go. So that was the intro that we saw at the beginning of the first episode, so we just skipped past that. But yeah, very much enjoyed, very much looking forward to playing more. But let me know in the comments what you think. Always happy to hear opinions on the games I've played. If you enjoyed this video, as I hope you did, if you could hit the thumbs up button, that'd be fantastic. And yeah, if you're watching this and haven't already subscribed to the channel, it would be great if you could do so. Otherwise, I'll hope to see you elsewhere on the channel for other games, other playthroughs. There's a few more Next Fest demos that I'm going to be playing over the coming days, so be sure to check them out. But thanks very much, and bye for now.